Hello, good morning. Today we will see plasma membrane, its function and modification. So see, function of plasma membrane. So first function is the transport, then cell recognition and adhesions, antigen specificity, hormone transport, oxidative phosphorylations, endocytosis and exocytosis, then chemoreception and transmissions. So first is the transport. The transport, that is, there are the two type of transport. Is first is a semi permeable, its membrane is just semi permeable, selectively transporting, and selectively permeables. So first is the semi permeable sorry, the membrane which allows the passage of a solvent but not a solute is called as semi permeable membrane. The membrane which allows the passage of solvent but not of a solute. So it is the semi-permeable membrane, and the membrane which permit one substance to pass through more easily than another is said to be selectively permeable because it allows the passage of both solvent and solute. So molecules diffusion from region of gradient concentration to region of lower concentration, higher to lower concentration. So molecule diffuse from a region of greater concentration to region of lower concentration. So the difference in the level of the two concentration is called as concentration gradient. There are three main concepts: semi permeable membrane, selectively permeable, and third is the concentration gradient. So in osmosis, in concentration gradient, in osmosis is the diffusion of water or a solvent across a membrane is response to the concentration gradient. So the transport of molecules across the membrane may be active or the passive. Okay, osmosis is the diffusion of solvent across the membrane in response to the concentration gradient, and the transport of molecules across the membrane may be active or the passive transports. So in active transport, the molecules usually move from region of low concentration to high concentration. That is the against concentration gradient. Okay. So thus it requires energy and depends upon the ATP supply. So in the active transport is required energy, and the in passive transport, second is the passive transport, the passage of molecules through membrane from higher region to a lower concentration region. There is no required any energy. So in passive transport, the passage of molecules through membrane from high concentration region to a low concentration region. So the transport of metabolites across the membrane along the concentration gradient without the use of carrier molecules is called as simple diffusion. Okay. The transport of metabolites across the membrane along the concentration gradient and without the use of a carrier molecules is called simple diffusion. Then second is the cell recognition and adhesion. The mammalian leukocyte recognize foreign cells like bacteria and engulf them by phagocytosis. When solid material it eat, it's known as phagocytosis, and liquid is known as pinocytosis. So the mammalian leukocyte recognize foreign cells like bacteria and it's engulf them by phagocytosis. And the site for cell recognition are known to lie on the surface of the plasma membrane. Okay, got it? Cell recognition and adhesion. Then third is the antigen specificity. Antigen specificity, that is the blood in the blood antigens, ABO blood group. So like that, the glycoprotein on the surface of the cell membrane determine the antigen specificities of the cells. The glycoprotein on the surface of the cell membrane determine the antigen specificities of the cell. The different blood group system are all different blood group system are all the based on the antigen properties of erythrocyte cell membrane. So the ABO blood group system is based on the relationship between antigen on RBCs and antibodies in the blood serum. Okay, the ABO blood group system is based on the relationship between antigen of RBCs and the antibodies in blood serum. The antigenic determinant on the surface of the erythrocytes are mainly glycolipids. So it specifically identify and join. So next is the hormone transport, hormonal transportation, hormone transport. Hormones control the metabolism of cell. Okay, hormone control the metabolism of cell, and the cell membrane contain receptors which recognize specific hormone and convey the information to the interior of the cells, and this stimulates a change in the metabolism of the cell. Metabolism of the cell. Hormones function is hormone control the metabolism of cell. Okay, hormone control the metabolism of cell, but it stimulates the cell membrane content receptor, and which recognize specific hormone and convey the information to the interior to the cell, and this stimulates a change in metabolism of the cell. So it hormone transport also in plasma membrane. Then fifth one is the oxidative phosphorylation. In the oxidative phosphorylation, the inner membrane of the mitochondria and the plasma membrane of bacteria contain the electron transport chain, which plays an important role in cell respiration. The inner membrane of mitochondria and the plasma membrane of bacteria contain an electron transport chain, which plays an important part in cell respiration, and this chain consists of a series of components which can transfer electrons, and the electrons from substrates pass down the chain, resulting in reduction and oxidation of each component, and during this process there is a decrease in free energy, about half of which is utilized by for the synthesis of ATPs, and this process completely which the process there is a decrease in free energy, about half of which is utilized for the synthesis of ATPs, and this process is called as oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, it's in cell respiration. The phosphative phosphorylation also occur in plasma membrane. Then endocytosis and exocytosis. There is the two concepts, endo and exo. Endo internal and exo is outer. So in certain cell, endocytosis is an important activity in which material is transported into cells for formation of vesicles, and it includes two processes, namely phagocytosis, that is the cell eating, and pinocytosis, that is the cell drinking, and the exocytosis is a process in which membrane lined material is removed from the cell is the exocytosis, and endocytosis, that is the eating or drinking. Eating means phagocytosis and drinking means pinocytosis. It's two process in endocytosis, and exocytosis is exist or the remove unwanted material or the line material from the cell is the exocytosis. The next is the chemoreceptions. In chemoreception, molecules associated with the cell membrane responds to a variety of stimuli. Okay, molecule associated with the cell membrane responds to a variety of stimuli, and the chemoreception or the response to chemical stimuli is shown by variety of organisms from bacterial to mammals. Chemoreception or the response to chemical stimuli is shown by variety of organisms from bacterial to mammals. Then next is the transmission. The transmission of nerve impulses takes place at the membrane surface of nerve cells. Any message or the transmission of nerve impulses takes place at the membrane surface of nerve cells. So got it? This is the function of plasma membrane. First is transport, cell recognition, adhesion, antigen specificity, hormone transport, oxidative phosphorylation, endocytosis and exocytosis, and chemoreception and transmission. The next one is membrane receptors. In the membrane receptors are macromolecule that have dual function of recognizing a chemical signal and initiating a biological response. So several cellular regulatory agents, there are the several cellular regulatory agents. Example, peptide hormones, neurotransmitters are called the ligands, and they act as a chemical signal which are recognized by such a receptor. At the receptor site, there is a specific type of the binding that involves a ligand receptor interactions. See in diagram, it's another experimental diagram, fusion studies, but there are some receptors. Okay, it's fused. Here see beta adreno receptor. Okay, so like that, the chemical signal which are recognized by such a receptor at the receptor site, there is a specific type of binding that involves a ligand receptor interaction, and several kind of receptor produce a response by interacting with the enzyme adenylate cyclase, and within the membrane which produce cyclic AMP from ATPs. See, cyclic AMP from ATPs. And several receptors that are specific for different ligand may act on a single type of adenylate cyclase. And the important point is that the effect of a ligand is not additive. In other words, the system behave as through several receptors are coupled to one molecule of enzymes. So to explain this phenomenon, Cretaceous and other have postulated mobile hypothesis. Okay, mobile hypothesis, which is based on fluidity of the membrane. How fluidity this membrane? According to this hypothesis, the lateral fusion of receptors and enzymes within the plane of the lipid bilayer allows several receptors to couple with a single adenylate cyclase. So see this phenomenon is confirmed by experimentally by fusion studies. Is the fusion study. So see in diagram, the cell having the beta adrenergic receptor, adrenoreceptor. See a dark in color, beta adrenoreceptors. So the cell having the beta adrenic receptor in their membrane were fused with other containing only adenylate cyclase. In other second cell also only containing adenylates cyclase and fused together, and this membrane, two membranes fused together, is gives to heterokaryons and isoprotanols fused there and cyclic AMPs. So see, this resulting hybrid cell containing both macromolecules enabling coupling between the receptor and adenylate cyclase to occur. One have beta adrenoreceptor and second adenylate cyclase, and that fuse together is the resulting hybrid cell containing both macromolecules enabling coupling between the receptor and adenylate cyclase to occur. And in these hybrid cells, under the influence of the ligand, in case of isoproterenol, there was production of cyclic AMP, and the origin hybridized cells were unresponsive to ligands. So So first is cell containing the beta adrenogenic receptor. It is fused with another carrying only adenine cyclase, and they heterokaryon contain both component and can now couple under the action of specific ligand, which specific ligand isoproteinols, and resulting in the production of cyclic AMP. But it is a membrane receptor are the macromolecule that have the dual function of recognizing a chemical signal and initiating a biological response. So our main point is modification of plasma membrane. There are several modified, it's a tight junction, gap junction, caveoli like a structure. So first is the microvilli. In the microvilli, the plasma membrane shows number of specializations or modification on cell surface. The narrow invagigation or finger-like projection of plasma membrane at the cell surface are known as microvilli. So there are present intestinal epithelial cells. So the columnar epithelial cells of intestine have to perform active absorption of digest, digested food. Okay, in the C, where the columnar epithelial cell of intestine have to perform active absorption of digestive food, and the microvilli lack the internal filament or tubules found in cilia. It's a fuzzy coat. There are present fuzzy coat. So the microvilli of intestine are near about 0.6 to 0.8 micrometer long and only 0.1 micrometer in diameters. So there are the device for increasing effective surface area for absorption. Okay, this device of increasing effective surface area for absorption. A single cell may contain as many as 3000 microvilli in a single cell. See, in single cell may contain as many as 3000 microvilli. In case of intestinal epithelial, so see, in case of intestinal epithelial cells, a dense mat of delicate branching triangle filaments cover is a fuzzy coat. See in diagram is a fuzzy coat. First layer is a fuzzy coat, then plasma membrane, and central filament. It's a two microvilli, and in between two microvilli there are the tight junction. And then next is the terminal bar, and lower part is filamentous or terminal web. So the in case of intestine epithelial or in epithelial cells, a dense mat of delicate branching tangle filament cover fuzzy coat. The surface of microvilli which appear to resist attack from digestive enzymes. What function? Fuzzy coat is a resist attack from digestive enzymes, and it is composed of glycoprotein macromolecules. So the core, there are the present core of microvilli. The core of microvilli is transferred by longitudinal microfilaments, microfilaments. So central filaments is, these filaments contain actin. Actin is a protein, are attached at the tip of microvilli by a alpha actin, and they are useful for contraction of microvilli. And there are other filament of protein called fibrin and villi. First protein is a actin protein, and they attach at the tip of microvilli by a alpha actin, and they are useful for contraction. Actin protein used for contraction of microvilli, and there are other filaments. Which filaments? Fibrin and villi, and these bind to cross link the F action. So the at the base, see in the base, at the base they are joined together by transverse network microfilament extending between the junctional complexes, forming terminal web or bar, or the intermedial web beside actin also present myosin alpha actin, tropomyosin, and spectrin. Myosin, alpha actin, tropomyosin, spectrin. Myosin for relaxation, actin for actin protein for contraction of muscles or the cells. So, in the poison gland of Scorpios, modified microvilli are found where the microvilli soon after origin branch into large number of secondary branches called dendrine microvilli in the poison gland of Scorpio. So see, cavity-like structure, gufa-like. These are cave-like in vegetation of the cell surface, first named by Yamada in 1955, and which forms blind tubular pouch opening to the extracellular space. And they may be small as found in vertebrate capillary endothelial cell, but more definitely functional attribute can be assigned to many cavity. So they may act as a transient membrane association with secretion and with uptake of material into the cell by endocytosis. They may act as a transient membrane association with secretion and with uptake of materials into the cell by endocytosis. Many small cavuli and vesicle may be secretory in nature. Okay, the many small cavuli and vesicle may be secretory in a nature. So, functional complexes. The cavuli and next is the functional complexes. In functional complexes, there are the two junctions, tight junction and gap junction. So, sometimes characteristics junctional complexes have been shown operating for keeping the adjacent cell together. Sometimes characteristics junctional complexes have been shown operating for keeping the adjacent cell together. And the electron microscopic study have shown that these junctional complexes are broadly identified as tight junction and gap junctions. So first is the tight junction. Okay, see in diagram is the tight junction. First of all, we see this diagram. The principal type of cell junctional junctions that connect the columnar epithelial cell lining the small intestine in the small intestine. Okay, so first in brown in color apical surface. This apical surface is a microvillus. Then next yellow in color is a tight junction. Then next is the see vertical line is the adherence junctions. Okay, adherence junction straight vertical is a adherence junction, and green in color actin and myosin filaments, actin for contraction, myosin for relaxation is a protein. Actin and myosin filaments is completely lateral surface. Okay, then gap junction, see it's a gap junction. In this junction transporting is a possibility, and intermediate filament in interpart intermediate filaments. Then some desmosomes, see desmosomes, there are the desmosomes, there are different types spot desmosomes, bale desmosomes. So lateral pink in color is hemidesmosomes, and lower part is the basal lamella. Okay, basal surface, there are the basal surface here. Here see basal lamina, and the next is connective tissues. Start the tissues. It's completely our outer surface, that is the plasma membrane, or the outer layer of the plasma cell is the microvillus. Tight junction, adherent junction, actin and myosin filaments is the protein. Gap junctions, intermediate filaments, desmosomes, hemidesmosome, basal lamina, connective tissues. So the principal type cell junctional that connect the columnar epithelial cells lining the small intestine. So we'll see all details in Dodish. The fifth edition is good edition for study of cell. So see, next is the first is the tight junctions. Zona occludens. is a tight junction lying just under the microvillus. Okay, just under the microvillus. Microvillus. The next first is the tight junction. So see the tight junctions. It is located at the distal region between the adjacent cells where actual fusion of the outer membrane of the adjoining cells occurs. As a result, a single intermediate layer is forms and produce an apparent 5 layers unit at that regions. Okay. So as a result, a single intermediate layer is forms and produce apparently 5 layer unit is that region. 5 layer region. So the tight junction are barrier. It's a tight fused. Okay. So tight junctions are barrier to the diffusion of macromolecules or the lipid in the bilayers. It prevents the diffusion of many substances between the intestinal lumen and the blood through the extracellular space between the cells. It is also control the flow of solute between the cells forming epithelial cells. So the tight junctions are abundant in collector tube of kidney. Is the abundant in the collector tube of kidney. It appears as network of ridges on the cytoplasmic half of the membrane with complementary grooves in the outer half. So the ridges appear to be composed of two rows of particles, each one belonging to the adjacent cells. So the line of these particles produce sealing and therefore have been named sealing strand. See in red in color the tight junction, just core filament, microvilli, just near the microvilli is the tight junction, tonofilaments, plasma membrane, sealing strands, intracellular space. So the line of these particles produces sealing and therefore have been the name sealing strand. Okay. And the tight junction are barrier to the diffusion of macromolecules or the lipid in the bilayers. So it's important to say it's a tight junction. There are the 5 layer unit at that region in tight junction. See, round and round 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's a tight junction. 5 layer unit as that region and it acts as a seal with no intracellular space. Then next is the gap junction. Gap junction are called as communicating junction. It's a nexus of fascia occludens. These are called the communicating junction located at specialized region of contact between opposed plasma membrane of the adjacent cells. So it permits direct transfer of ion and other small molecules without transferring the extracellular space. Gap junction permit the rapid diffusion of small water-soluble molecules between the cytoplasm of adjacent cells. So the gap junction is characterized by a 2 to 4 nanometer, that is the 20 angstrom unit space between two membranes, and the gap is filled with densely packed protein particles, each of which appears to be a channel that connects the two cells. Okay, the gap is a gap junction and that gap is filled with dense packed protein particles, each of which appear to be channel that connects the two cells. And in tangential section, the gap junction shows hexagonal array is array of 8 to 9 nanometer particles. Hexagonal array. At the center of each particle there is a channel. See in diagram. At the center of each particle there is the channel for transporting. They represent region in which there are junctional channels is 1.5 to 2 nanometer in diameter. One channel's diameter is junctional channels diameter is 1.5 to 2 nanometer in a diameter, through which ion and small molecules can pass from one cell to other, and cell having gap junction are electrically coupled. That is there is a free flow of electric current carried by ions. Got it? The cell having gap junction are electrically coupled. That is there is a free flow of electrical current carried by ions. And the macromolecule unit structure of gap junction has been named the connexons. The macromolecule unit structure of gap junction has been named connexon. So see in another diagram the gap junction between two cells. First is the two layers. Okay, vertical line is a plasma membrane, and between two plasma membranes is the intracellular space. And see, it's a channels, gap junctions, or in like arrow. There is present some arrows. Is a gap channel. And the second diagram is the finer structure of the connexon or the junctional unit. So plasma membrane is the two cells plasma membrane. First and two row is the plasma membrane connections and the gap junctions, and in middle area is the pore or the intracellular space. The two between the two plasma membrane space is the intracellular space. So the macromolecule unit structure of gap junction has been named the connexon, which appear as a annual of 6 subunit surrounding the channel, and it is believed that the sliding of the subunit causes the channel to open and close. Okay, got it? It believed that the sliding of the subunit causes the channel to open and close. The permeability of the channel is regulated by Ca++ and ATP provide the energy. So the cyclic AMP plays a regulatory role in a formation of gap junction. Who is play this cyclic AMP plays a regulatory role in the formation of gap junctions. So is a complete uh, tight junction and gap junction. So see again, revise this. First is the function of plasma membrane is the transport, cell recognition and adhesion, antigen specificity, hormone transport, oxidative phosphorylation, endocytosis and exocytosis, chemoreception and transmission. Then membrane receptor, there are the ligands, some present in the experimentally fusion study. Fusions experimentally proved this hypothesis. And the modification of plasma membrane, in modification there is a microvilli and the cavity like structures and the functional complexes, and these functional complexes there are the tight junction and gap junction. So this is diagram. Tight junctions is the sealing junction or healing. Gap, there are the communicating junctions. Gap junction are called the communicating junction. So next we will see desmosons. So thank you.